Hello friend, welcome to Marine Engineering Hub. This is your narrator Ravi Gupta. Today we're going to talk about Salvage Convention 1989. This is the introduction video in which we'll talk about that what is a salvage, what are the conditions of salvage. After that we will see what is the duty as a salver and what is the duty of a owner. So this video is going to be interesting, so please remain tuned till the last. This salvage is basically asked in a MEO class 1 exam very frequently, so you should have a knowledge about the different question. So in the upcoming video we will talk about that what is a criteria for fixing the reward and on which basis the reward will be given. So that will be my upcoming video. So let's start the today video that of a salvage convention 1989, that what is a salvage. So salvage is any operation which we are carrying out in a navigable water when a maritime property is in danger. That operation is called salvage. Means if a maritime property is in danger and he need assistance in order to save the property, that operation on which will involve the other ship assistance or other small ship assistance to save this property, that operation is called salvage. Now the second question is asked that what are the conditions for salvage, on which condition it will be considered a salvage. So there are four conditions. The first is that the act should be voluntary. It means that you are participating on your own risks, you know that what are the risks involved and based on that you are participating. The second is that the salvage operation for which you are carrying out should be a maritime property. The third is that the property should be in a real danger, and the fourth is that there should be some degree of success. It means that the salvage operation will be considered a salvage operation only when these four conditions are fulfilled. It means this should involve a maritime property which is in a real danger and you are carrying out as a salver operation on a voluntary basis, and you should have some degree of success. So these are the four conditions on based on which it will be considered as a salvage. Now as a salver you have gone for a salvaging a ship. Now you should have some of your own duty. So what is your duty? The first is that you should carry out the salvage operation with due care. It means that you should know that whatever the action or whatever the step you are taking for carrying out the salvage operation should have a positive consequence. The salver should carry out the operation in such a way that he should prevent or minimize the damage to the environment. It means that whenever you are carrying out a salvage operation, your action should be such that you should prevent or minimize the damage to the environment. The third thing is say that whenever the circumstances reasonably required to seek assistance from other salver. It means that now as you know that as a salver, if you are going to rescue a ship and if you are able to rescue a ship, you will be given a reward. So sometime what happened that as a salver you have gone lonely alone, you have gone for a ship to save the ship. Now you are seeing that you are unable to save the ship, but you are taking chances that if I am able to save the ship, I will be eligible for a fat reward. So what the duty say in a salvage convention is that if you think that you need assistance, you should seek assistance. You should not get greedy and you should seek assistance from other salvors so that you can save the property. The first criteria should be, the first priority should be to save the ship, and while doing that you should seek the assistance. You should not get greedy for the reward. Now sometimes happen that the salver may get greedy and he will not seek the assistance. In that case the fourth point say that to accept the intervention of the other salver with reasonably requested to do so by the owner. Now you know there are two parties involved. One is the owner of the ship whose ship is in danger, and second is the salver. Now if the salver is getting greedy that if I am able to save this whole ship, I will get a more big fat reward, and he is not seeking any assistance. Now The first third point, as is said, as you have seen, as you see, the third point is saying that if a salver is reasonably good and he know that he need assistance and he seek assistance, that's well and good. But if he don't seek assistance, then the owner of the ship whose property is in maritime danger, he can also intervene, and he can also have a point to say to a salver that you need assistance, you should take the assistance, because the priority is the saving the ship. And the second point, as I say, as a salver, your duty should be to prevent the damage to the environment. Means whatever the damage has been done, okay, but your action should be such that you should prevent or minimize the damage to the environment. So that is the duty of the salver. And whatever the action you are taking with the due care. You know what will be the consequences. So the fourth point, there are 4 points on which describe the duty as a salver. Now let's see what is as a duty as a owner. Means you have a owner of a ship, your ship is in maritime danger, that what should be your duty. The first point say that you should cooperate fully with him. With whom? With him indicate the salver. It means the person who are carrying out the salvage operation. You should cooperate fully with him. You should provide him all the information, like what is the section plan, what are the damage happened, where the damage happened, how the damage happened, what are the extent of damage, what are the ballast management plan, what are the different criteria. Means all the cooperation, all the information which the salver needs in order to save the ship should be provided by the owner of the ship to him, so that he can carry out the salvage operation properly, and his action should be like that. The second thing is that the owner should also exercise all his presence to minimize the damage to the environment. So you can see this point, minimizing the damage to the environment, is common in both duty as salver and duty as owner. It means what it say? It say that the owner should also provide all the information to the salver, so that his actions should be such that he can prevent the minimize damage to the environment. So salver alone cannot minimize damage to the environment. If the information correctly provided by the owner, then only he can minimize damage to the environment. So it is a both way action. Means the intention of both parties should be to minimize the damage to the environment. Now the third point is say that when the vessel or the other property has been brought to a place of safety, to accept the redelivery. So what is the place of safety? It means that the salver have carried out the operation, and this ship, as you are seeing, is now in danger. When it is brought, it has been made upright and it has been stabilized. Now it is brought to a place where the owner should accept the responsibility from the salver to himself. It means that when the ship is stabilized and is out of danger, the responsibility should be transferred from salver to the owner back, and that is called accepting the redelivery. So this is a duty as a owner. So as now you can see that there are 3 main points which is seen here as a duty as owner, and there are 4 points as a duty as salver. So these are a very important point where you should have a very clear concept. If you have any doubts, please write in the comment section. I will give the answer. In the upcoming video, we will see that what is no cure no pay, how the reward is been fixed on based on which criteria, and how the reward is been given. So please remain tuned till last. I hope you enjoyed the today video. This was the introduction video of a salvage operation. So please remain tuned for the upcoming video. Thank you, friend.